Hola, hola, ¿cómo estás? Estoy aquí en la cocina con Stefan.
Me llamo Esteban.
Tonight on the menu,
Carne asada tacos.
I love tacos, I love the idea, and I'm very excited about this episode because he's going to show me how to cook flank steak and make them into tacos. Is that correct?
We're excited. It's going to be tasty.
It's really great. So let's just talk about the first step that has to happen. Tell me.
Well, first of all, mothership.
Mother's fine. We can go with the shortcut. Go ahead. What do we do first?
So we've got our steaks. Important thing about cooking that we'll talk about a little bit later is you want to make sure you've got nicely seasoned and room temperature meat before it's cooked. So we're going to start with the first part. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. And we're going to get this seasoned up. It's going to be fun.
I brought the marinade container. That's my contribution to the party right now. So what I've always found in the history of working with flank steak is that it always was tough, and that's why I avoid cooking with it. So when I heard he was going to do this and he has figured out a way to make flank steak not tough, I am curious and I need to know.
It's an excellent point. I think a lot of the reasons people think that, and it is true, is because it's not as much fatty as other cuts of meat. Think of like a ribeye or a New York strip. Right. A lot less marbling going on in here. Okay. So it's definitely a leaner piece, which is great for those health nuts out there. But doing something like a marinade is really going to help to kind of soften it up, not make it so tough. And then we're going to cook it hot and fast to make sure it's still nice and tender,
hot and
not
fast.
Too chewy.
It's the way I like it.
On a previous episode of Mother in the Kitchen, we talked about the lemon trick for how you poke the lemon and squeeze out all the juices to keep the seeds inside. You don't have to worry about that. Another fun trick, which is great for citrus, something like a lime here, is you can roll it on the table, kind of break it down a little bit, just roll it for a couple seconds every side. You're going to feel it get a little bit squishier. Wow. And then when you cut open to it, it's going to be a lot easier to squeeze the juices out. So I'm going to open this up.
All right, let's see how we go. Looks like a lime to me.
I'm going to start squeezing this over the steak. Wow. It smells good.
It does smell great. Yum.
Do a quick little season here. We're going to get some salt and pepper on these steaks. Next, we're going to take a little cumin, a little Turkish cumin. It doesn't really matter. It's just what they had at the store today. Okay. Cumin's great.
Oh, it doesn't have a sprinkler. It
does not. Just going to be careful to do a little light shower. Cumin's really strong, so you don't have to do too much, but that's nice flavor. Nice.
I like how you're flipping them and seasoning them on both sides.
Got to make sure that the seasoning penetrates the meat all the way through. That's why we're going to do this in advance. You can make a marinade like this overnight. You could do it the night before. You can just do it an hour before. Whatever time you have, what works for you is what's important.
I'm learning a lot. All right.
Okay, so lime, going to do a little more. Next, we're going to do a ton of cilantro. I love cilantro. Some people say they don't like it and it tastes soapy to them, which is genetics.
Genetics, right, because I like cilantro and I know a lot of people who don't. So I have a question. I noticed that you're using dried cilantro.
Yes, that is because the store was out of fresh. But get fresh if you can.
All right, so we should use fresh if it's available. Definitely. Some recipes, believe it or not, call for dried in particular, but that's what I want to know. So you can use fresh, and if you're stuck, just use the dried. Here's how we're looking so far. Looks good.
All right, so next we're going to do this. This is not traditional in carne asada by any means. It's a little soy sauce. So just a little. Couple drops here and there. Okay. We're going to do a little brown sugar.
Brown sugar. Wait, look how nicely labeled my Tupperware is.
So just like, I don't know, maybe like a teaspoon or something of brown sugar. Just a little bit of sweetness, not so much that's going to taste like one of your baking recipes. Okay. But just enough to also help with the caramelization once it's on the grill. So
cool. Perfect. So now what?
That's it.
We set this into the fridge. This goes for roughly an hour-ish. And so while that's marinating, we are going to show you how to make, tell me what?
We're going to do a bunch of sides today. It's going to be really fun. So first off, we're going to make a little salsa for the tacos. Okay. These can go on the carne asada, they can go on chicken tacos. It's going to be your catch-all salsa. Okay. Next, we're going to make a delicious corn salad, a little corn elote, street-style Mexican corn.
That we found on TikTok.
That we found on TikTok,
by the way. TikTok.
Shout out to TikTok recipes. And then lastly, we're going to make our delicious homemade guacamole.
All right, that sounds very good.
I'm going to show you a really easy and nice way to cut up a bell pepper. Got your nice clean and sharp knife, and you're going to cut off the end. All right. And then you're going to cut off the top. Okay. Boom, get that out of there. So now you got just the inside. All right. And then you're going to make a little incision down the side, if you will. And then we're gonna just start to cut around the edges, get the membrane and the core out, and then you're left with this nice little pepper strip here. And then we're just gonna do some nice little strips.
All right.
All right.
How to cut the onion.
Stem to stem, down the middle like this. Nice and easy. So we're gonna cut off the root end over here on both sides. Cut out the rest of the root that's in here.
Okay.
Cuts down the side, about the same width that we did the peppers.
This is the grilling pan, and it has holes in it. I have a plate that I put under it so that whatever drips, we have a place to catch it. And you're going to take these veggies and put them on. Let's make it so people could see.
Yep.
And you're going to put them in here, and then do your magic.
Let's do it.
To get it ready for the grill.
Yep. Plate's important. We can't ruin the nice new counters that we've got over here. They're so beautiful that we don't want to mess them up. So we've got our veggies on the tray here. We're going to do a little oil, extra salt to make sure that the veggies can start sweating out that moisture.
Okay.
Helps draw that out. Some Northwood seasoning.
Oh, we love this Penzies. I'm a fan of Northwoods. This one is Northwoods Fire, so it's got some kick to it.
That's about it. We'll do a little like lime juice at the end once they're done off the grill. But
so this is ready. This is going to go on the grill. Is it going to go on with the steak?
Yeah.
All right. So this is going to make our fajitas. We're going to set that aside. We're going to get to the salsa. Tell us what we're doing.
Let's do it. So we've got some veggies here.
All right.
Have some more pepper, half of an onion that we used before. We got a full tomato, and then maybe even a garlic clove.
All right. So we're putting them in a bowl. All whole.
A whole.
Whole in a bowl.
So we're going to take a little olive oil.
Okay.
Just lightly coat it.
On the outside.
On the outside.
So interesting. We are going to try these on the grill now and make the salsa while the steak is marinating. So we've brought the party out to the grill. Hi, Stephen.
Hi.
And we're going to first crack a beer.
It's that time of day.
We should get some Mexican beer, but we got this anyway. We got some Magic Hat. Cheers.
Delicious. Cheers. So we're going to open the grill. It's been preheating, nice and hot. We're going to throw them right on the grill.
Oh my goodness. I would never think to do this. My goodness. You're going to put the whole things on here.
Right on it.
It's insane.
And we're going to let that sit.
What?
They're going to rotate a little bit on each side in a little packet of garlic cloves that we have with some oil. So they're going to get really charred up. We're going to flip them around a little bit.
It is steaming hot. What do you have hidden back here, Stephen?
So now we have some corn, some delicious New Jersey sweet corn.
Oh, Jersey corn.
It's the best. We're going to throw this on the grill too.
All right.
Just put some olive oil, salt, pepper, and cilantro on this. And then this is going to grill right over here next to the other veggies. Probably takes like 10 minutes total, not more than that.
I can't wait for you to come my way. I've been far away, but I'll keep running.
Let's see how these look. We're ready. Oh, we're ready to take these off the grill, I think.
It's time.
Definitely time. Man, it's hot out here. All right, Johnny. You ready for the salsa? You ready for the guacamole?
Excited? Yeah.
He's excited.
Is that the guacamole you made?
Jonathan loves his peppers and onions.
Part of it.
He doesn't get that from me. We took the corn off the grill. I have this really special tool that I found somewhere along the way that actually peels the corn right off the cob. So I'm going to demonstrate. Bring that camera down here, Julie. You hold it. Oh, where's the bowl? Hold it over the bowl. We take it like this and we just slide it down. Check that out. It just peels the corn right off the cob. Right off the cob. Look at that. Boom. And it falls right off. Look at that. Isn't that a great tool? Look at it. Boom.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. So our corn is all chopped, and into the bowl we are going to add avocado, tomato, black bean, and some lime. And that will be our corn delicious salsa. He's out at the grill. I'm not worried about him right now. All right, our steak has been marinating for about an hour. Now, Stephen, talk to us about the steak.
All right, let's do it. So if you're going to marinate it for a couple hours, definitely put it in the fridge. But something you for sure want to do is take it out of the fridge like half an hour up to an hour at least before you grill it. You want to make sure it's room temperature. A thinner piece of meat, you don't really have to worry about it too much. But if you're going to have like a thick ribeye, pork chop, this goes for any kind of meat. You want to make sure you take it out and get it to room temperature. Otherwise, it's going to be raw on the inside. It won't cook evenly. So taking it out of the fridge is important. So this has been sitting out for like 45 minutes now. So as you can see on the steak, it's running, the grain of the steak is running the long way across it. Okay. So we just want to make sure we note that. It's going to be very important for when we cut it.
We getting this on the grill now?
Yep. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Back to the grill.
Here we go.
More dancing, more beer.
I'm just going to throw the fajita tray on the lovely grill pan. It's perfect.
Oh,
for
we like
smaller
the
things like this that you want over direct heat with the holes on it. Oh, listen to that sizzle. It's great.
I feel like I'm in a Mexican restaurant.
Love it. Now we've got our steaks. Lovely marinade. Looks so good.
It does look good. It smells great.
And we're going to throw it right on. Woo! You got to make sure you hear the sizzle. The grill needs to be hot enough. We still want to cook these to like a medium rare.
Wow.
And so you got to make sure you hear that sizzle.
Yeah. About how long on these?
So probably like 4 minutes aside or something.
Okay.
We'll check it. We'll flip it. We're going to cook it to like maybe 130 internal or so, I want to say. A little like medium, maybe medium rare, and it'll be good. So
Okay.
we'll take it off in 10 minutes. We'll be done.
Yippee! There it is. So what I've gotten here is the corn that we did earlier, the tomatoes, avocado, some lime juice, and I've added in, per instructions, some black beans. And that is all going in, and we're going to stir this up. Wow. And I think what I'm going to add to this party is a little bit of salt and pepper. Just because I have to contribute something. After my bakery, I'll be qualified to open a Mexican restaurant because I'll be able to speak Spanish to the customers and serve delicious Mexican-style food. It's a win-win. Our trusty PA has prepped the guacamole to save time. So what we're going to do here is we have the avocado chopped, we have some tomato chopped, we have some onion chopped in here, a bit of cilantro. Do we have olive oil in here? Mm-hmm. And we are going to give this, I'm going to mash it up, but not a lot. Let me just give you a quick peek at it, and we are bringing it to the table. Let's go. We're getting close. Here are the peppers and tomatoes that we grilled earlier that are going to go into the blender.
I'm subbing in for
She's going to sub in for Steven, who's on the grill, and we're going to get this done.
Bell pepper.
The pepper's going in.
A full green bell pepper.
Green pepper's going in.
A full onion.
The full onion's going in.
Half onion. And I need a knife because we're going to do half of this tomato.
Okay. Let's get a knife on the job.
Yeah.
Okay. This is exciting.
And it's about 3 or 4
Here we go. Some
cloves.
garlic.
So I just put some olive oil in it. Now I'm going to put some salt, some pepper,
Okay.
Steven's favorite, cumin, and some lime.
It's big teamwork on this project. That is one blender full of salsa ingredients. And that's how easy it is. You just put it all in a blender. So we're not going to liquefy.
We're going to use the chop setting.
All right, so this is the chunky.
That's pretty tasty.
That's the chunky factor.
Steak off the grill. It's ready. It's delicious. It's been resting. Also important, make sure it rests for like 5 or 10 minutes. See the grains going this way across the steak. Don't want to cut it that way. If we do, it's going to be really chewy. We're going to ruin all that great work we just did. So just make sure you cut across the grain perpendicular to it. You can cut into little slices if you need to.
And we have over here, we pulled off our onions and peppers. My favorite. Let's get a nice da-da-da-da. Steak, guacamole, corn salad. I don't know what that is, I forgot. And salsa. And then of course we have our chips and our fajita shells. We're ready. You excited?
Finally.
Yay! Okay, thanks for teaching me all about how to make carne asada.
Anytime. Thanks for having me.
Peace out.
Adios.
Adios.